If you're a real estate agent, I need to warn you, 2024 is quickly approaching. And this is not going to be a year of the status quo. This is going to be a year of many changes. And you're going to have to do some things that are going to set yourself apart from the competition. And if that scares you, it should. But don't worry, I'm going to help you with that. In today's video, I'm going to give you some of my tips and tricks of how to stay ahead, differentiate yourself, and start using artificial intelligence to be not your average real estate agent. So stick around. Hey guys, it's Rebecca Yusan with My Real Estate Agent Lifestyle, eXp Realty, and Think Future Real Estate. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified every time I post an AI for Real Estate Agent video. Did you know if you partner with me at eXp Realty, choose me as your sponsor, you will get my setup for AI lead gen on autopilot for free. In fact, you'll get all of my AI coaching absolutely free. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the good, the bad, the ugly of real estate. I'm your host, Rebecca Yusan. We're back for another session. We're doing it. We're moving forward. It feels like it was forever since I recorded my last session, but it's only been a week. But I think I squeeze a lot into a week, so that's what's happening here. So anyway, let's get started. I have an important topic to discuss today, and we're going to be quick and brief, but it's important. It is October 2023, and the new year is fast approaching. It's so hard to believe, but it's coming like a freight train in my world anyway. Hopefully not yours, but for me, yeah, I feel like it's time to get the Christmas tree out. They're already decorating on the streets. They put lights on the trees, the palm trees where I live. It's so beautiful. So I'm so excited to see all of that unfold, and it just is so magical. So anyway, even though it's only October, it's time to start planning 2024. It's time to start thinking about what kind of a year you want to have. Who do you want to be? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to get rid of? Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. We all have things that we need to get rid of. You might not want to, but you need to. It's time. Time to cut the cord. Time to get rid of the crap. Oof. I recommend looking back at 2023, maybe even taking a whole entire day to do this. But start looking back and thinking, what did I really enjoy doing this year? What worked? What didn't work? And think about how you want things to look in 2024. Do you want to have a bigger year? Do you want to have the same kind of year? Or do you want to do less? What are you going to do? Are you going to 10x it? Be a badass. What are you going to do? Are you going to try to set yourself apart from everyone else? Or are you going to be just like everyone else? Don't do that. If you want to have a big year, whatever that means to you, you've got to set yourself apart. You've got to be you, your total you. So what is that? Who is that? Stop doing what everyone else says you should do. Ugh, that's gross. Do you. That's when people really start having success, when they figure out who they are and what they should be. Ooh, that's when things really get hot. There's all the AI tools out there right now. They're flashy and shiny, but so what? Use them. Once you start using AI, you can tell everyone, I'm an AI agent. And that totally sets you apart. I teach artificial intelligence for real estate agents, and still probably only maybe 10% of our community is even using artificial intelligence on a regular basis. So there's a huge opportunity for you to really set yourself apart and look like a cool, futuristic agent. You going to do that? Or are you going to door knock? Do you love door knocking? It's time to step it up. That's scary. Oof. I used to do door knocking when I was a baby agent. I hated it, but I actually did get deals from it. It works. It still works. There's still people doing it. Ugh. But let's take a look at real estate agents are really good at shiny object syndrome. Ooh, that looks fun. That looks nice. I want to do that. And then they just never do it because it wasn't what they should be doing, or they never tried, or they didn't really have a plan. Let's not do that in 2024. Let's get focused on, listen, the biggest agents out there will tell you, find one thing, two things, maybe three things that you're really good at, that you really enjoy doing, and just go to town on those things. Don't waver. Just stay focused on those few things, and that's how you'll have success. Like always, the agents who pound the phones for 2 hours a day, they have success because they're consistent. Oof, consistent. That is key. Whatever you do, you have to be consistent. Even if you're going to mail to your farm, it still works, but you have to be consistent and you have to do it for a long time. Just like social media. If you want to build your business on social media, I think that's really smart because it's mostly free. It just takes your time, but it takes time. I'm taking a class right now to help me with my YouTube channel. And the instructor said, you gotta give it a year, kids. You have to give it a full year, which is perfect because I am working on my 1 year things. Everything I'm doing is like a year out. So it's perfect. That's like the theme. Even if you do a mailing, you've got to do it for a year. So whatever you're doing, plan on a year. But he said most people stop after 2 to 3 months because they don't see anything happening and they get discouraged and they just think, oh, I stink at this. But the agents that persist and make it to 6 months, they start seeing some success. They start seeing some things turn. But he said, if you can do this for a year, if you can do everything I'm telling you for 1 year, you're going to be great. And that's what Russell Brunson told me with these podcasts. If you can do it for a year, you'll be in really good shape. You'll have so much content out there. People will have to delete you to get rid of you. And even then, you might not go away. Like Grant Cardone. It's impossible to get him out of my emails. But it's okay because I like what he does. I like what he teaches. But are you going to be like that? Are you going to be persistent? Are you going to finally take control of your business and treat it like a business? Oh, I asked my ChatGPT what is important for real estate agents as they're planning their new year. And my ChatGPT told me goal setting. Like, how many homes do you want to sell? What's your price range? Be specific. If you're going to sell luxury, you better start acting like a luxury agent. You can't take your pictures with your cell phone. Oh gosh, can we talk about that for a minute? Stop taking pictures with your cell phone. It is gross. And it does your client no service. If I see bad pictures, I'm probably moving on because it just makes me mad. And the house, it doesn't look good. I have a listing going live this week, and I paid a photographer to go in and take the pictures because that's what they do. They have the equipment to do it. And it's not embarrassing. I've done it when I was new, when I didn't have any money. I had to take my own pictures, and it's gross. So stop it. Figure it out. Go get a part-time job so you can afford pictures. Ugh. If you're going to be a big agent, you got to act like one. It's the fake it till you make it thing. I love that. Some people hate that, but you got to act as if until you got it. Totally. What's the market going to be like in your area in 2024? What do you think? I think more of the same of 2023. Low inventory, higher interest rates. But it just is what it is. Are you going to complain about it? Or are you going to just say, these are the facts. Do you want a house or not? I would say go after listings. Oh, if we could get more listings, you would solve the whole world's problems. Go get some listings. Do some videos. Ooh, do some YouTube videos talking about communities and neighborhoods, and just start sharing. Be the community expert. If you are going to do a farm, like, I highly recommend that. If you don't know where to start, figure out where you want to start. Figure out which houses do you want to sell. Where are they? Which community, which area? And just start telling the world about it. People are still moving everywhere. People are not staying in their place anymore. They're moving. So if you live in a great place, if you live in Florida, there is no reason you shouldn't be marketing to the world that you are a real estate agent in Florida. Come enjoy paradise, right? Or if you're in a place that, like California, there's a lot of people leaving, capitalize on that. Be the agent that helps people move, that helps people get through a tough move. There's a lot of people struggling that they have to get out of there, and that's emotional. So be that shoulder for them to cry on, for Pete's sake. What are you going to do for your networking? Again, I teach my artificial intelligence to make less work for you so you can be out networking and meeting and shaking hands and doing interviews with local businesses and putting that on your YouTube channel. Those are the things that you need to be doing. Networking. It's a big deal. Most of my deals came from a network or a referral or repeat. That's the best kind of business. Then you don't have to keep going out and getting new. One of my, she had been around for a long time. Wouldn't say she was a mentor, but she had been in the business for a long time. She said, Rebecca, if you work your butt off for 5 years and keep in contact with all of those people that you do business with, you'll never have to prospect again. It's that easy. 5 years is nothing. It's nothing. But that has to be your plan, and you have to stick to it. Stop getting discouraged. Gosh, we have such whiny babies in this industry sometimes. You got to stick it out. It takes time. Be a professional. Double down on what you're doing. I'm not a fan of working ever, but when you're on a mission, you got to close all the doors and windows and hunker down and get it done. Why are you going to keep talking about it? Ooh, I'm getting mad today. I like it. But quit talking about it and just go get it done. Stop going out with your friends for a minute. Because what if, this is what I want you to think when you're planning for 2024. What if 2024 actually could be different? If you're listening to this podcast, you're probably looking for something to be different next year. And what if it actually could be? What if? That's where I want you to be when you're planning. What do you want it to look like? Do you want to be a bajillion-dollar producer? You can. Start putting yourself around bajillion-dollar producers and find out what they did. They worked their butt off. That's what they did. They worked a lot. But it was worth it because it brought other things. And it's only temporary. Go sell $1 bajillion worth of real estate and you'll never have to work again. That wouldn't be bad if you do it right. Then you can put a team together and have your team do all the stuff. You just bring it in. That's a great goal. But you can't get distracted. You can't lose faith in yourself. How sad. You can do this. I've heard it so many times that I can't not believe it. That just do the things and success will come. That's it. That is the secret. Do the things and success will come. This business has changed a lot, but it hasn't changed. Still old ways of prospecting still work, but they're faster now and more efficient because of technology. But still, a good old handshake can make you $1 million. So go work on yourself. Spend some money on your education next year. Spend some money on training. I've been spending so much money on training. And I've been training. But if I hadn't done the training, my mindset would still be messed up. Small thinking. Now I think, ooh, if they did it, I know I can do it. They did it looking like that, acting like that. Even with my Midwest accent, I can do whatever I want. I can do it. I can win and win big. And here's my last tip. Don't go overboard. I know you're a badass and there's a badass inside of you wanting to get out, but don't go overboard in your planning. Be realistic. Or if you get to February and you're not even close, well, don't quit. Keep going. Maybe revise your list. But you can't do everything. You cannot. You can only do a few things. And if you just do a few things really well, you will have success. Be the master, the task master, and do them well. That's the secret. Lots of secrets here today. So with that, I would love it if you would take this weekend and just sit with a notebook or maybe your laptop and just plan. Just first start thinking, what do I want 2024 to look like? How do I want to feel? How do I want to be, act? What do I want my image to be? And then work backwards from that. So then what do I have to do to have all of that happen? It's easier than you think. But you just have to take some time to plan it out. But I want to push you, challenge you to make 2024 different than 2023. If the market's bad still, so what? When I started in real estate, everything was a foreclosure or a short sale. It was a nightmare. Lots of tears. Lots of tears with myself and my clients. Ugh. Do you know how hard it is to be sitting at a kitchen table with someone that has owned their home for many, many years and all of a sudden can't pay for it? And we can't get enough to pay off the mortgage. Do you know how horrible that conversation goes? You definitely become a counselor and a friend when you help work through that. But have that kind of a business. Ooh, but I hope that doesn't happen in 2024. But if it does, you're going to roll with the punches. You're not going to let it stop you and discourage you. That's crap. You're going to let it empower you because you're going to be the solution person, the person with all the solutions. So go make your plan, make it big, but make it obtainable. Make it reasonable. Make it, if you didn't do enough business this year, what do you need to do next year to be enough? So that you can enjoy life and pay your bills and do things for yourself. Everyone go have an amazing day and go sell something super expensive. Bye-bye.